Hello and welcome back to that Eurovision site, Eurovision with a Slice of Life. And today we will be discussing the OGAE Second Chance contest for 2025. Now, if you don't know what that is, a whole bunch of OGAE clubs, which is Eurovision fan clubs essentially, basically holding their own mini Eurovision with the songs that we could have had in the contest this year. So we have 25 songs from 25 different OGE clubs, which are essentially the best of the rest from this year's national final season. And we're going to have a little talk about what we think of the songs, who we think might win, and our personal favourites. I am Daniel. I am joined today by.
Hi, I'm Kittens.
So, since you have the list of songs in front of you, so do I.
And the list of songs is going to
Will
be
be
down
in the
there as
description
well.
because if we were to individually go through them all, we'd be here all day. And we are known to talk a lot on this site, but I'm just going to come out and say it. We have a combined nothing to say about some of these.
Yeah, this feels like a slightly unusual year
Hmm.
for Second Chance. I mean,
I think there's a lot more that actually got in this year. Because I remember last year seemed like really bare bones in terms of how many there were. And this year it feels like there are just too many.
there's a lot this year that there is like five songs I like, and the rest are certainly there,
Yes.
and about two songs that I actively dislike.
There
Um,
is a reason later on I will only tell you to do your top five because I don't really want to talk about any of the ones I have lower than that.
there's I mean, we are talking often, so most of these songs are the song that came second in their selection, although
Not all of them, though.
not all of them. They can choose whichever song they wish, as long as it was in the selection.
Yeah.
Um, some of these, it feels like they came second for a reason, and that was good. Some of them, it feels like they came second for a reason, and that's not so. I there are some good songs here. There's some
I
excellent
would like
songs
to
here.
preface everything I say in this video with I got really lucky this year with the songs I liked in national finals winning. Latvia, my favorite one. Albania, my favorite one. Germany, my favorite one. Iceland, my favorite one. Sweden, my favorite one. Greece, my favorite one. And there'll be more further down that they won, but I cared less about them. A lot of those songs that won, so that they can't be in the OGE contest, had they not won, they'd been way at the top of my rankings.
And I feel
So,
like
and
one
a
thing,
lot of countries this year, they made the right choice.
yes,
Even if it
yeah,
was
I
not
think
my
so.
favorite song, there are a lot of songs that were by far and away the best one in there. Yeah, it would have been silly for Germany, for example, to send anything else, I think, because it
Yeah.
was just so much better.
I mean, the the
It doesn't
choices
excuse
are
their choice in this, but I
no.
understand why they're not sending something that could threaten to win the whole thing. Because that option was removed when the thing went to Eurovision.
Mm. I think, it's a funny contest because it's essentially the best of the rest.
Yeah.
And sometimes the song that came second is not the song, and that's absolutely right. And the other thing is that the OJ voting audience is skewed slightly towards
I
a
think
particular type of song or a particular type of winner.
we were
And
at a LG adjacent thing earlier in the year. Rating the Eurovision songs, Melody came second. and she won another one in Manchester. So it's that audience.
There is a girly pop bangers audience here.
And there
And
is
look,
also a Nordics audience here.
yes, very much a Nordics audience, which I don't think this year is as clear cut as other years have been.
No.
Like, I think Smart Money is probably on Clara Bangerstrom.
Mm,
Um, but I
I
think there
think I might
are
disagree.
challenges. I mean, knowing that people that the audience of OGAE are very Sweden centric, knowing that they tend to vote for the girly bops, that would be my best bet, but I don't think it is as clear cut as it
I
has been
think
in previous
if
years.
a Nordic female-led song is going to win, go east a bit from Stockholm and you've got there. Because I have
Ah,
seen people be
yes.
so loud about this song.
Now this, yes, I do think you have probably hit on one here. Um, I don't know whether the audience that likes this in spades is the same audience that is voting for the
You see, that
OGAE
that is
Second
the
Chance.
problem I'm feeling with like most of these songs. That like Streets Up by Josh, so many people absolutely adore that song. I think like less than a third of them will be voting in this. That's because it's a very different audience.
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking about the audience of Eurovision here.
Yeah,
We're
we're
talking
talking.
about the very specific audience of the people, not just the people in OGAE, but the people in OGAE who care about it enough to vote for it. And I don't know what the numbers were like last year off the top of my head or anything like that, but this is a very specific market. I'd
Yeah,
also think that Elvana Giata has a chance. Um, I think that is very much leans into that market. Obviously, a very known name to OGA people as well. Um, I'd love to think that Christy Spiteri has a chance, but I just don't think she has the same poll.
no.
Um, I'm prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. I would love to be in a this was extremely wrong video about this. Thank you very much.
We can't do
Um,
one of those. It'll be too long.
we've been very good at being extremely wrong. Um, but yeah, I don't think there is. I don't think it's as clear cut as it has been in previous years, where you've just looked down the list and gone,
You can't
"That's gonna
either,
win."
oh, Kaino or oh, Annalisa,
Mm.
because Sinceramente was obviously going to win. And it will obviously win every poll it's ever in Eurovision circles forever.
Yeah,
Because people love it.
yeah, and it's a good song. It's decent.
Yeah.
It's not specifically for me, but it's got mass appeal.
It's a girly
Yeah,
pop and a very well performed one at that.
but then applying that to what we know for this year, um, has Goldilocks got the poll?
Maybe, maybe not. So one thing that interests me is when people in these OGE clubs are voting who to send to this, what are they voting for? Are they voting for, I like this song the best? Or are they voting for, I think this one will do the best in the contest? Because I think there will be a clear distinction between a lot of countries will have had things that will easily be outperforming them in terms of other songs they had in their selection. But if they are voting for, we like this, we're going to send it. That's what Eurovision should be about. This is what OG Second Chance should be about. And I kind of feel like Sweden sending Clara Hammerstrom was kind of phoning it in a bit. Because they could have had Dolly Style.
They
I
could, but I
they
think
could
Dolly
they
Style
could have
is
had Dolly
much.
Style, and I feel like Dolly Style would have also done really well.
I mean, the elephant in the room there is that they didn't send Mons,
Yeah, yeah.
which I'm not
Thank
surprised
you,
about
thank you for
given
that.
the controversy, which is putting it lightly, and all of that. But you know, Sweden have won Second Chance
Too
one
many
billion T
times, too
times.
many. Share it out a
Um,
bit.
I get the distinct feeling, as much as they are exceedingly good at hosting it, I get the distinct feeling that
They're
after
gonna
they
run out
kept
of
doing it,
cities.
yeah. I mean, the last one was held in Boras, so
Why would you do anything in Boris?
yeah, exactly. So yeah, that gives you an idea. I think it's I do think Clara is obviously a better chance for them, to be honest, to score highly,
Yeah.
given the market. And but
Those
I'm
weren't
so
words if you want to try
conflicted.
again.
I'm so conflicted over whether they even want it to win at this point.
So, just before we move on to our favorites, you said and made non-vocal sounds for quite a while about whether Sweden can or cannot win. Pushing you for a name, who is gonna win? So that was a dog whimper, I think.
You go first. I'll let me
I
brew on
feel
it. I'll
like
let you go first.
it might go to like the final one or two jury votes, which this is voted on as if we haven't like fully clarified by OG members, OG groups, basically like how a televote would work essentially. In that,
We all get survey monkey forms in the UK.
yeah, is voting open? I don't think I got mine yet.
Oh no, it's there. It's happened. I've sent mine in
Oh,
already.
oh, good. I need to do that. Yeah, so and you know we get a vote even though we're not competing, which is nice. And we don't
Yeah.
get bundled in with the rest of the world who have sent Besa with Tiki off San Marino, if anyone's wondering.
It's not the worst thing they could have chosen.
But is it the best?
It's still not the worst. Um,
I didn't actually say mine, did I?
I really don't know between Goldilocks and Clara. I do think Clara has more of the traditional OGAE pull. Whether the non-traditional OGAE pull can pull enough for Goldilocks is another thing. I also think there's a possibility of a split in the um like traditional OJ vote between that and Carnival, which could mean that Goldilocks ends up getting through anyway. So that's my theory.
I think I talked
Goldilocks
myself
end
into
up
a
getting
hole
through.
and never actually said mine, so I think Goldilocks just about edges it. Maybe comes down to like the last one or two votes.
I don't think it's as
Maybe,
clear as it's been in previous years. It's not as
yeah.
big a landslide as it's been previously.
Now we're talking the traditional OG vote. I don't think either of us fit into that. So, shall we talk about our personal top fives? And it's an interesting place to start because unless you've changed, we've got the same one in fifth. It's
The same one in fifth, yeah.
Anne Marlon Corm, Estonia.
Yeah. I
It's a
mean,
really fun, neat bit of electronic alt pop.
yeah. Yep, it's really, really listenable. Um, I
If it
don't know how well it would have done at Eurovision, but it's really, really listenable.
if it were not for the Estonianness of it all, I could expect to hear that coming out of like mainstream people because it's just really good.
Yeah, I could hear it in a club, to be honest. This is the thing. As TES's resident club goer, um, I feel like it definitely belongs there. It's not just nothing. It's not just pop. It's got a lot of structure and it's really good.
There is it is overflowing with substance.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Into our fourth places, I am just going to say it's spoiler alert. This one's coming up in Kittens' later down the line. It is Christy Spiteri, Heaven Sent. What a song, what a voice. She'll be back. Might not be next year, might not be the year after. She'll be back. I think it's a question of when, not if, she goes to Eurovision at this stage. Because she has got it, essentially. That is a star in the making, essentially, and it is a song that worked so well for her. It perfectly shows off her vocal capabilities, and it's just a really good, fun, upbeat song while doing that. But I
It's
will let
just joy.
I'll let you go on to it in your somethingth place.
So wait, am I talking about that now
You're,
or am I
you're
talking
talking about
about
your fourth now. We're not
Oh, I'm
skipping
talking about my
numbers.
fourth, right? Excellent. So in at fourth, I had "Made Up" by Goldilocks. I've come to appreciate this song a bit more actually since the competition. I think it's a grower. Never good for Eurovision, but it is what it
No.
is. But yeah, I think it's one of those songs which just, it's a good time and you're just having a little bop listening
Staged
to it.
incredibly well as well.
Some of the best staging of the year.
I
It's
don't
beautiful.
I don't
Although
think
it
we
does
had
remind
that
me,
much amazing staging
it
this
does
year,
remind
but
me of
that was
those
amazing
those
staging.
fans. Those fans, you know the ones I mean.
Go
Just
on.
line up a few of those. Yeah. Shall I go on and do my third while I'm yapping?
Yeah, go on.
Um, Je Danse by Luzak from Luxembourg. I know nobody else is really going to enjoy this as much as I did, but I just do. It's great. The
It
performance
is
wasn't
actually
gr
very high up in our current group rankings.
Also another one which had really good staging.
The
Really good
staging looked a bit too
staging.
much like Asda for my liking.
No, the staging was fun. I really enjoyed the staging. I mean, the vocals needed work on the night, but we'll always have the studio track. So yeah, no, I don't expect this to do anything in the rankings overall from OGE, but still, I enjoy it. I'm gonna vote for it.
I have no idea where this is going to turn up in the rankings, but my third is from Greece, Sirens by Barbs. Now, I think I actually reacted to this one and I was like, it's all right. It's not Greek enough for me. But then it came to the actual night of Ethnikos Telecos, and I was like, wait, this is really good.
This is for me.
Yeah. And I really liked how there was not really much to work with staging in mind at Ethnikos Telecos. It's basically like a theatre stage. You're not going to get like giant Finnish fans everywhere. But with what she had, which was essentially a fog machine, an LED backdrop, and a dream, she did really well. And honestly, on the night, I went in like heavy, heavy in support for Claudia,
Hmm.
but it got me. I was kind of torn by the end of the night. Do I want this to go instead?
Hmm.
I had been vocally supportive of Claudia because I really like it when songs like that that I've listened to already still manage to surprise me. And if anyone from the Greek label are watching, it is still not on international Spotify. It's like August in a couple of days. You said
Get
it's been
on with
you said
it.
it's been coming soon for like 4 months, and she's going on to bigger, better things already. She's on a song with like the biggest DJs in the world now. You're missing out here, guys.
Get on with it.
Now, I'm going to let you go first on the second place one because it's a song I don't quite get.
I thought you were just going to shout, "What were you thinking at me?" But I love this.
I don't get it. I don't. It is not the type of song I would have you down as an enjoyer of.
So the song is "The Unluckiest Boy Alive" from the Danish selection by Adele the Second. Um, I I did not think this would like become such a big song for me, but it's one of those songs that every time it comes up, I'm just like, actually, this is an actually bloody decent tune. Um, and it's just I like the kind of self-deprecating humor of it. I
Yeah.
like the production that leans into those like piano house elements. It's just very well done for me. Um, and it's really sing-alongable too. And again, I don't think this is going to be something that a lot of people are going to rank highly at all. I think most people were just like, hallucination is in the selection for Denmark. Good. But actually, I was very much rooting for this. And yeah, I love this song. Also, his follow-up is really good too. Potential is really cool.
I am surprisingly going to mention Portugal in a video because
Oh,
one of, I think, three songs that straight from first listen completely and utterly blew me away was Josh Tristeza. Because, yes, I don't expect Portuguese men to deliver the goods for me. And it happened a lot this year. So it's
you
going through
genuinely have no idea how shocking it is that Daniel actually really
me
genuinely.
going through a Portuguese national selection lineup these days. It's like, oh my God, this is amazing. Then on to the next one. This is good. This is good. This is good. And then a song like this one drops. And for basically for the entire thing, I'm going like, that happened twice this year in Portugal. One with Josh, one with Capital de Bulgaria. Of course, I'm mentioning her, even in an unrelated video.
Capital to Bulgaria mention.
Yeah, I was not a massive fan of the live version compared to the studio, but I feel like when the studio is studioing that hard, doesn't matter all that much. And it wasn't like it was bad, it just wasn't breathtaking in the same way, I don't think. Would you like to talk about Christy Spiteri now?
Yes, I would.
Go
So
on.
anyway, my number one, unsurprisingly, is Christy Spiteri, who I have loved this track ever since the first time I heard it. I was really worried it wouldn't do well in like the selection or she couldn't hit the notes or something, and I was wrong. Um, I I am so glad that we got this song this year. It was amazing. It was just everything about it was done really well. You could see they just would have done a little bit of work on the staging and it would have been shipped, damn, ready to go. And I just, yeah. I know there are a set of people who are very passionate about the song. Also, remember, partially written by Taya, as well. Taya, we love you. But yeah, like this song is like the robbery of the season for me. Um, this isn't
Waiting for
meant to
that.
be a slight on Cant at all. Both are very good songs, but I wanted this song to win so bad, and I was disappointed. Do I think it would have done better in Eurovision? I don't know. But actually, in terms of this is an extremely listenable piece of pop music, yeah,
You say robbery of the season, which takes me on to if I had the magic powers at my fingertips to change one national final result, it would be to have my first place in this win over what actually did. That is Poland Lusterka by Svada and Nishos, because it is songs like these which are why I am a fan of this contest. A folktronic funk inspired micro language banger. This is what I do it for. And I just love how there is a place for music like this to have a chance to reach an international stage. For a language that is not really spoken outside some small towns in the east of Poland, can get to a point where it's only one of like the biggest returning stars in Polish Eurovision away from going to Eurovision itself. Like I feel like any other year without that didn't have like Justina Styczkowska to compete with, this would be in Eurovision. And they would be singing a song in a language that I hadn't even heard of before this song dropped. I don't think it's not even recognized as a language in Poland. And it was the type of song that led me to go and check out the entire discography of Spadoni Shots. It was from an album In the Woods that it came out late last year. It's an entire thing in one sitting sort of album. Incredible. And again, this is why we do it. In being introduced to these artists in national final seasons, that even if they don't go to Eurovision, they become the artists you will listen to every release of as the day they come out. And
yep,
this is one of those songs, these are one of those artists. I don't think the OGE crowd will necessarily go for it because I don't think it's. I think folky inspired songs kind of scare them a little bit. It's not the polished pop that they tend to go for, but I don't care. They are just top. They will be top of my list for years for people that we really want to see back. Because when I think of people I want to see back, it's is there more we need to see from them? Is there something that the contest can genuinely need that they will benefit the contest more than most of my other favorites, I think, because no one else can give this to a Polish selection or a Eurovision. That there is basically nobody who can bring Podlasian microlanguage funk, folktronica, so many words to just to describe a song, basically. Just in short, good times, fun language, Palasi bounce to Eurovision, baby. Svadra and Nishosh 2026. Let's bring it to city in eastern Poland.
ah, my favorite city in Eastern Poland.
Bialystok, if I'm pronouncing that right, I'm probably not. But unless we have any final musings, Germany, what are you doing? Latvia, what are you doing with those selections? I don't think we do. Thank you very much for watching this video on that Eurovision site. we are approaching the off season now. I mean, we're in it, but we're approaching the dregs of off season, where everything just goes a little quiet. Not here. We will be continuing year round to provide you news, opinions, maybe some other non-Eurovision song contests coming soon. You never know. Junior Eurovision is coming up. That's heating up. This is the place for that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on all the socials linked in the description. And we're primarily a website, so check that out for all the news. I'm sure there's loads of things you might have missed, because you're not really paying attention these days because it's off season, but we could be getting Romania back, maybe. That's exciting. Check out the site to find out what's going on there. So, we'll leave you to that. I have been Daniel. I have been joined by the lovely Kittens. All that's left to say
Hi.
is goodbye.
Goodbye.